It's hard to get into an immigration debate without someone mentioning ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The agency has hundreds of officers just in upstate New York, and it runs a 650-bed detention center in Batavia. The person who oversees all of that is Thomas Feely. Feely said in my interview with him that his office has certainly been busier under the Trump administration, but he added the job itself isn't all that different from the one he started several administrations ago. So you grew up in Genesee County. You ended up working for the Genesee County Sheriff's Office, and then you took your civil service exam. What happened after that?
Found myself as a young deportation officer in Miami, Florida.
How was that experience?
It was good. Miami is a huge city compared to Rochester or Buffalo, and that really is frontline immigration down south. I mean, it's open border pretty much, people coming on boats, just a very aggressive immigration law type atmosphere.
What about this job have you found to be satisfying?
Satisfying is, unfortunately, speaking to victims of crimes that have been committed by illegal aliens. It's a tough story, but it's always nice to let them know that there are people here for them. We are trying to do the best that we can, and we do care.
On the other hand, is it difficult to hear the stories of those who came here with good intentions, worked and separated, deported, all that?
Absolutely, it's a challenge. I'm the son of an immigrant. My mom is from England. She came here the legal way, so when I make decisions, and I make decisions on hundreds of cases a week, it's a case-by-case basis, and I literally look at each case as it comes to my desk.
What do you think about when you look at those cases?
I look at everything. I look at what the law says. I look at the equities involved. How long have they been here? Do they have family? Do they have a support network? Do they have a possibility for employment? All that stuff is taken into consideration, whether they're a criminal or not, everything.
So just because they might not have documentation, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be deported? It's not an automatic?
For me, nothing's automatic. I look at each case as a case-by-case basis.
What could help us with this situation?
Less rhetoric would be great. This really doesn't need to be a political issue.
And how do you handle that, the political nature of this?
You know, I like to say the political left hates me because I do too much, and the political right hates me because I don't do enough. And I just tell everybody, listen, we're just enforcing the laws that were passed by Congress. We're not going to apologize for it. We're going to do the best job we can for the American people and the residents of New York State.
Feely's discretion stems from some ambiguity built into the two federal laws that govern all this. The first law applies to improper entry. That can be a misdemeanor or a civil violation, which is why you hear some avoid the term illegal immigrant, because it's not always a criminal offense. The second law is for illegal re-entry. They came back after being deported, which is a felony. A lot of ink spilled over these two laws, so good luck finding consensus in the legal community beyond the basics. Tonight, we talked to a woman who sees much of what's been built around those laws as unjust. She advocates for immigrants in our area, and by doing so, she's carrying on a family tradition. Back to you guys.
Adam, thank you. You can watch Adam's other interviews with other people at the front lines of the immigration debate.
He spoke with undocumented immigrants, a farmer, and law enforcement, among others. You can see all those on RochesterFirst.com. Just search for immigration debate.